Hey guys, welcome to the Baz86 live stream on Rory McIlroy's PGA Tour. So, as you can kind of tell, I'm doing solo games first, solo sports games that I have. So I've done snooker, I've done tennis, and now I'm on to golf. So, without further ado, let's get started with this one. Again, it's just random match. 18 holes, pick the course, and we're off. So again, going to mute my mic. So enjoy.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Well, hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobila. We are in the great state of North Carolina, set to kick off the round here at Quail Hollow. Frank, it is one of the most well-respected courses on tour.
And for good reason, Rich. Great layout. Also, we said hello to Rory McIlroy and Ricky Fowler. They recorded their first ever PGA Tour wins at this very golf course.
Here we are at the first tee on this beautiful day in Charlotte, North Carolina.
418 yards, dogleg to the right. There's some bunkering down the right there, Rich, and fairway does tilt to the right. You don't have to hit driver here. Driver, 3-wood and just a short iron, off to a good start.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. He moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Good thing he stayed in the first cut, because just a couple of feet over, that rough is really deep.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good parts.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Did the job right there. Frank, this is a really fun hole, a pretty short par 3 downhill.
Yeah, half a club, you can allow for that, so it won't play its full yardage. You can really see that right part of the green. That's the most inviting one, but when they stick the flag on the left, you really have to be precise.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that.
Even par currently.
-1 in the early going. Moving on to the 3rd hole now. It's a par 4, 452 yards.
Big sweeping dogleg left, and the fairway actually goes in the opposite direction of the dogleg. Must hit a good tee shot for 2 reasons. One, to find the fairway, and also the length of this hole, over 450 yards.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Beautiful looking shot right here. Second shot now for Ricky Fowler. I like the looks of this one. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Bottom of the barrel, and now to 2 under. Will make birdie if he holds this putt. Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Now to the 4th hole here at Quail Hollow, just under 490 yards.
Yeah, they used to have the tee on the right side, which actually made that tee shot very uncomfortable. When they put the new tee box in on the left side, it's a little easier to hit that fairway because that fairway slopes from right to left.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle-nosed down.
Can't even see it from here. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah, in the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Fowler getting ready for his third. This is a par bid for Fowler. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Getting set now over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Now to the first par 5 here at Quail Hollow, the 5th hole. It's 570 yards, and it would seem, Frank, that this tee shot sets up well for a guy like Rory McIlroy.
It does. Someone that hits it long and moves the ball right to left, and that's what you're going to have to do here. One of the main reasons for that is not necessarily the dog leg, but the fact that the fairway, Rich, slopes away from you. It slopes to the right and away. So that makes that tee shot so much more difficult.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Well, this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. From the close to the hair to the swing to the swagger, Fowler, he's just a different kid, and I mean, people love him. Everywhere you go, Frank, at a tour event, you see the kids with the wide-brimmed hats and the orange shirts, orange head to toe. He's become a phenomenon on the golf course.
He has. When I grew up in New Zealand, the orange boy was the kid that came out in halftime to actually give out the oranges. Orange boy has a totally different meaning now, purely because of Ricky Fowler. Second shot.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well done on the approach shot. Inside of 10 feet, he'll be very happy with that. Let's see what Ricky Fowler can come up with here on the approach. No putter, no problem. Slams that into the cup. 8-foot putt here. Starting to really play well. -5. Frank, this is where you know that players like Bubba Watson, Dustin Johnson, Rory McIlroy are playing a different game than guys like me. They step up to this 250-yard par 3 and they might hit a 5-iron. It is a little downhill, but they might be with a middle iron where a lot of us would be with a driver.
Well, you see the advantage of that power on this very hole, not just because of the length they got to hit it, but the green they're heading into. This green slopes off in both directions, right and left, so you have to land that ball in the middle of the green. So yeah, it's a big advantage if you can go at this hole with like a 5-iron.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
If you hit enough shots, every now and again, one's going to go in.
Crazy, crazy game. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And he's putting for par now. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, an eagle is in play here at the par 5 7th.
And a 6, and a 7, and an 8, or a 9, actually. This is a potential scorecard record, the 7th hole. Many a tee shot has found that creek on the right, trees, problems on the left. There's no question there's a reward for a good tee shot here. But then there's a decision on, do you go for this par 5 and 2? It's not overly long, just over 530 yards. It is very tempting. I'm loving that balance.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. You'll need to be strong with this.
Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy.
This one has a chance to be close. Just a sensational shot, and he will have that for an eagle.
Amazing. Just like that, pick up 2 on the field.
Frank, here we are at another par 5. Second shot to the 7th. Is it time to go pedal to the metal?
Yeah, this is the shortest of the 4 par 5s, and this second shot has to be respected. Left obviously isn't ideal, but it's still better than letting the ball go to the right.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Ooh, almost fell. Just a few inches from dropping.
Sometimes the game just isn't fair.
So they'll tap in. Now to 7 under par. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Did the job right there. Frank, I love a drivable par 4. In the modern power game, it really adds an element of excitement. And here we go at the 350-yard par 4 8.
Well, you're definitely going to love this one then, Rich, because it ticks all the boxes here. There's no water in play, just a few bunkers down the left and the one that protects the right side of the green. And you've got a really narrow green, so plenty of reward with minimal risk.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. In the thick stuff.
Thick, it's brutal out there.
Frank, anything you do differently from the rough in terms of your swing? Do you hinge the club a little bit more quickly?
No, normally put the ball just a little bit further back in your stance because you want the club to be going down. Down, it's got to go down through the grass, through the ball.
Well, not quite enough on that one, Frank.
Yeah, coming out of the rough, not surprising, considerably short.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. And setting up here in the rough. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Eight is not enough. That is 8 under par with that birdie. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Here we are at the 9th hole at Quail Hollow, 495-yard par 4. Frank, it is the longest par 4 on the golf course. Is it, in your estimation, the toughest?
I think the green stops it from being the toughest, Rich, because it does kick in from either side. But when you see holes like this, there's no surprise why the Rory McIlroys and the Ricky Fellas have won around here. This is just a great driving par 4.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cup.
Frank, mistake-free golf. You hope you can keep it together. Possibility of a very special round here.
Yeah, the only real thing to worry about is not to get too far ahead of yourself. At the moment, the swing looks tremendous. And just keep the round ticking over, one hole at a time. I know it sounds like a cliche, but right now, he's exactly where he wants to be.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Could it be? Get in the hole.
Can you believe that?
He has this for birdie. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Well, that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So stays at 6 under with that solid par putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to -11 on the day. Frank, on this backside at Quail Hollow, a player does have a good chance to get off to a good start with that par 5 10th and now a relatively short par 4 11th, where a player with a good drive could stick a short iron in their hands.
Yeah, this is one you're going to have to make a decision. You can just play this as a straightforward dogleg left par 4 and hit a 3-wood or a long iron up there and 9-iron or something like that into the green. Or, if you want it, you can try and blast a drive around the corner. I don't know if that's the more prudent play, but it's fun.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. Now the second shot from 130 yards. Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That will be a great look at birdie. Fowler getting ready for his third. Putt for par. He needs one. Six under on the day. Now a 7-footer. And he has it for birdie. Par 4 12th here at Quail Hollow, 456.
So you feel like there's nothing to work the ball off, and consequently it's very easy to sneak it in the rough on the left or the right. And then that makes that second shot so much more difficult going up the hill. This is one hole that you have to pick a line on. You really have to know you line off the tee. There's a distance. That's the one you want to work it off.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff, that's a lie. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock it.
Green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the hole location from here. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Just a tap in to finish the hole.
You know, they say you have to keep a level head.
Must you?
Well, what do you do when it's about to fall off?
Now to the par 3 13th hole. Frank, this one 210 yards.
Very, very good par 3. This is actually a big green. It's 37 yards deep, but it actually plays small. There's a front right portion, there's a roll-off area in the middle, and there's a roll-off area in the back. So don't be deceived by the size of this green. You better be pitching that tee shot right bang in the middle.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Ricky over the putt for par. In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Wow, Frank, this is a really good little par 4, isn't it, the 14th?
It is, and this is where one of those strong 3-woods comes in. The last 50 or 60 yards as the ball kicks down and towards the left, and it sounds like an aggressive play, but like a hard 3-wood trying to run it down there is actually not a bad play.
Is it drivable?
It is drivable, but it's whether it's worth the risk.
Oh my goodness, that is on in 1. Wow, what an incredible shot.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on it.
Third shot now after the last one found the deep blue.
Well, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
And getting ready for the putt. Wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Four under on the day. Always take that. Good par putt right there. Now at the par 5, 15th hole, 577 yards. Frank, you remember what Rory McIlroy did here in 2010, that final round, 62?
I certainly do, Rich. That was an amazing run on the second 9. And holes like this, too. He just stood up here with a driver and just obliterated it down there with a nice draw. Took those bunkers out of play and just set up a mid-iron. This has exploded off the club face.
Second from an excellent lie. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Frank, who knows, with a green mile looming ahead starting at 16, this might be the last great chance for a player to really make something happen.
And Rich, you're going to have to get a very high second shot, something that gets up very quickly. And the reason why, I don't think there's a flat portion on this green. Oh, this is straight at it.
That's a really good line. Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. He'll need to be strong with this. These putts keep the round together. Good putt. Settles in over the putt. Really has it going at 5 under. This is the start of what some say is the toughest finishing stretch on the PGA Tour. It's known as the Green Mile. Frank, what makes it so challenging?
Well, this hole in particular, Rich, the dogleg right, it means it plays every inch of it's just over 500 yards. That bunker you can see down the right, 325 yards to carry that. If you can fly the ball that far, at least you can chew off 2/3 of this hole, and that is well required here. Otherwise, it's a long, long second shot.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's fine.
How good has the swing tempo been?
Has not lost it since the first hole, Rich. I think that's been the key to the round. Started with that rhythm, even though the winds were out there. The winds haven't abated, and neither has that rhythm.
Frank, way offline all day long.
Yeah, this is a head scratcher, really. I've seen him play before. Normally much better than this. This is abnormal, that's for sure. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. So a tester from 4 feet. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. You love to watch him disappear, don't you? Frank, this is all you want in a par 3, especially late in the round. You have to carry the water. You have to deal with the pressure. At 221 yards, this requires a player's very best.
On the process of elimination, don't go long, don't go left, don't go short, and right is marginal. It doesn't leave you with much.
Appears to be tracking well. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Here we are, the 18th hole at Quail Hollow. Simply put, Frank, a player needs to hit maybe his best tee shot of the day.
I would agree with you, Rich. If you were to measure this hole from trees on the left to trees on the right, it's actually a really wide fairway or expansive land. But that creek that just meanders its way through the middle of this hole completely changes the nature of this hole. And consequently, you get the nail on the head. If you don't hit a good tee shot, you will rack up something here. And I've got no idea how big it'll be. See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Headed to the right, just a tad. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. This for par. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, a lot to like in this performance today.
Oh, it is. There's so many positives to take out of this round. Not just the possibility to win this week, but going forward. This is great golf that you would hold up against anybody right now.
Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Another casual game of golf right there from our from Sports Galore 2022. So I'm going to be doing another one tonight. Probably another golf game that I've got in mind. So join me for that, and we'll